and welcome to the Intuitive Weekly Guidance for the week beginning May 23. I'm Antoinette, intuitive healer and author, and I welcome you to sharing this very special space with me. So this week's card. So we're coming out of the eclipse energies. We're starting to come out from the intensity. For some of us, we are still sitting in very much triggered and in that very much intensified energy state where we're being shown everything that we have to release and what we have to work on. And for others, we're starting to feel a little bit calmer, feeling a little bit more centered, a little bit more grounded, and ready for the second half of the year. So it's interesting that the card of the week for this week is gratitude. And as soon as the card came flying out of my deck, I started to channel already some beautiful words, and I want to share them with you now. Through gratitude, we ground. Through gratitude, we create. Through gratitude, we express. Through gratitude, we feel self-love. Gratitude gives us that glow. And look at the beautiful colors that are in the card, represented by, finding that flame within our heart and spreading it out by glowing, allowing the light within us to glow and send that ripple out to the world. And I guess it gives us, this card gives us a question. It may be difficult for you in this time of this greatly, this huge portal that we've gone through, and we're still going through the change, the transformation that comes with an eclipse season. It may be a bit confronting for you to have gratitude. So it's interesting that this card came flying out today, because it's trying to bring us back into our center. And I go back to the words that actually came to me as the card was coming out of the deck. Gratitude, we ground, represented by the red in the card. Through gratitude, we create, represented by the orange in the card. Through gratitude, we express, represented by the blue. Through gratitude, we feel self-love. And look at the background of the card. The card is a yellow, and it represents the glow. And then if you look at the outline around the flame, we see a beautiful white glow around the flame. And it's really interesting because as I'm doing these weekly intuitive guidance videos, I am getting so much more and downloading so much more messages, so many more messages for you all than what I originally downloaded at the time that I was drawing the image, and also channeling the message to accompany the image that goes into the guidebook. So it's really interesting and transforming and evolving for me also, because I'm actually receiving more and more messages for us all by actually doing these videos every week. So it's really, really a beautiful thing for all of us to experience as we transform, and as I transform and as I evolve. And it could very well be a year and a half since I channeled that first message, but then still receiving more and more messages for us all to follow. So it's really, really a beautiful experience. And I guess we're confronted with the question, do you show gratitude for your journey? Do you show gratitude for everything in your life? How often do you show gratitude? When I first started my journey, I'd love to share with you that one of the first things I needed to connect with was gratitude, because I was so stuck in that 20-year period of suffering and negativity and chronic pain and chronic illness and disappointment and sadness and depression. I found it really, really difficult to find any gratitude, and very much so in not being able to connect with that gratitude, I was then not able to extract myself from that situation. I could not remove myself from that victim consciousness that I was in. And one of the first feelings I needed to connect with after my awakening was gratitude. Very simply, it's a very simple thing, but a very difficult thing to have when we are in pain, or we are suffering, or we are sad, or we are depressed. So I remember taking on a challenge where I had to write down 5 things every day that I was grateful for. And it came across my Facebook feed, and I thought, okay, let's do this. I feel drawn to it. I feel resonating to it. So I did it. And I encourage you all to maybe practice that same daily practice. And you will find, you'll think, well, how am I going to find 5 things every day I'm grateful for? And you might find it as a challenge to start off with. But it's like developing a habit, like we need to keep repeating and repeating. And as we repeat the process or the activity, it becomes that little bit easier and that little bit easier each time. And you'll find that, once you've done it for a few days, you won't have any problem at all actually writing down 5 or more things you're grateful for. So I'd really love to share that with you all and encourage you all for this week with the card gratitude, to actually connect with that process of, and even if it's just one thing before you wake up, before you wake out of bed, as soon as you awake, and you thank source, or you thank whoever you want to thank for one thing, and watch how it changes your mindset, and watch how it changes your mood, and how it sets your mood for the day, or if you want to do it at night, how it calms you before you're going to sleep. So give it a try and see how it goes. And I'd love to hear in the comments any insights or any experiences that you may have from actually doing that exercise. I'm going to read for you now the channeled message that I received at the time that I drew this image from the accompanying book, the accompanying guidebook that comes with my deck. I'm going to read you the message, and again, I encourage you to set aside some time and to sit in that space and actually allow the words to be consumed by your heart, and allow that self-care time for you, just time for you. And that is also showing gratitude, in gratitude to yourself, to allow yourself to have permission for that self-care and that self-time. Gratitude, forever grateful, forever blessed. How grateful are you for your journey? How often do you express your gratitude? It is so important for us to be thankful every day for all the blessings that we have been given. This may be difficult on some days, when things are not going right or we feel sad. Often in times of trouble, we cannot recognize the beautiful things that are around us. Without gratitude, we often do not even see or value what is right in front of us. As we slide into negativity, pause and realize all the beautiful things we have in our lives. This can help us rise back again to positivity. Opening our heart to be thankful also opens our heart to blessings. A closed heart will not attract opportunity. Victim consciousness or negative thinking further blocks the natural laws of attraction and abundance. It is true that we cannot remain positive all the time. We are always going to experience ebbs and flows. However, to remain in the flow of the universe, we must of course show gratitude for all that we have experienced, good and bad. Finding gratitude in pain and suffering is truly difficult. But ask yourself, what has this taught me? What is the lesson? Aim to start each day with a time of gratitude. You may want to recite affirmations, or perhaps bow down your head in silence with a simple namaste as a sign of thanks. As you practice, you will find more and more for which to be grateful. For that pause of appreciation and respect, it will be multiplied to you in good fortune. That's the guided message that I received, the channeled message that I received, that is in the guidebook at the time that I drew this drawing. But again, I'm going to close the video with those beautiful words that I received when the card came flying out of the deck this morning. And it's breathe and allow, breathe and allow, breathe and allow. I wish you all beautiful souls a beautiful week. I hope that you are beginning to feel some calmness and a shift in the energy. I sincerely hope that for those of you that are still feeling triggered, I send you all my love and hope that you are able to breathe and allow and work through anything that you are working through. And as always, if you need support, please reach out to me. You can find my details on my website, www.antoinettethomson.com. You will also find there the links to my shop, where if you would like to purchase my deck, you can do it through my website. I wish you all a beautiful week. Peace, love, and light to you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.